Ken Bowie. He had to fight battles to protect his land and his home. He was proud to serve and proud to lend a hand. He was just a boy, not even full grown. His emotions ran high and his tears ran deep. He stood so strong through many dark storms, knowing this journey would be his to keep. Sometimes he felt he had sold his soul to protect and honor what he couldn't control. But he promised to be true for the young and the old. He was brave and honest and full of pride. He ran towards freedom. He ran for mankind. When all was said and done, he was handed the medals he didn't really need. His sweet surrender to all that's good helped him move mountains and brought him to his knees. He prayed for peace. He prayed for his fallen friends. They never got the chance to wear any medals, but he'd never forget them, a promise he'd keep right up till the end. His own sweet surrender to be the best he could be would always be there, close to his heart. He would never regret fighting for justice, liberty, and peace, making his home truly safe and free. Thanks for your service, Dad. Ken Bowie was a maverick from day one. After the war, everything he touched seemed to turn to gold, but not easily. He had a truckload full of amazing determination. He was also a trailblazer. He knew his way around a long and winding road that he called his life. In his early days, he managed a ski area called Happy Valley. He created the first Woodward ski school and not only influenced thousands of young skiers, he didn't even realize that by sharing his gift of tutelage and talent, he was also quietly raising an entire family of world champion freestyle skiers and Olympic-level athletes. One winter, there wasn't enough snow at Happy Valley, so what did my dad do? He instantly became a snow-making maverick. Nothing stopped my dad. Ken Bowie raised a family of 5 kids, or orangutans, as my mother called us. We didn't give him a moment's peace. He did instill in us a love for horses and the great outdoors, as he loved hunting and fishing. He even took up a successful career racing horses, until he figured out that you can never buy anything that eats while you sleep. My dad had a diverse and interesting set of skills. My mom loved to call him Mr. America, as he could do just about anything he set his mind to. He had a special talent of telling you he knew everything about any subject, whether he did or not. My mom was sometimes being sarcastic, as some of his stories were, well, I'll just say it begins with a B and ends with a T. For example, one day he convinced my mom that he could cut hair. I was his victim. He assured me I would look like Veronica Lake, but after the bowl came off my head, I looked more like Pee-wee from the Little Rascals. It took me years of therapy for me to get over that incident. As we moved forward, my dad's next amazing adventure turned out to be a life-changing event for all of us. He struck oil. At this time, he owned and managed the infamous Bowie Bear Bulk gas station on 9th Avenue. He had the wild idea to put a larger-than-life white polar bear on the corner, and it immediately became a Calgary landmark for over 30 years. With his good fortune in hand, he wisely invested in Willow Park Golf and Country Club. He immediately put together a dream team of 10 partners who have successfully worked together for over 50 years. In those many valued years, Ken became a premier golfer and loved to teach anyone who would ask. He was always immensely proud of the over $12 million he and his partners raised for different charities throughout the Calgary area. I think everyone who knew my dad would attest to what a true friend he was. He and his best friend Billy Powers, a local sports broadcaster, enjoyed hosting Monday Night Football at Peanuts Bar. They were known for their hilarious off-color and questionable jokes. Unfortunately, Billy Powers met with an untimely death. So my dad went right to work by creating the Billy Powers Charity Golf Tournament in honor of his good friend. For the past 10 years, my dad has continued to raise monies for children's minor sports in Billy's name. My dad was a tough maverick when he needed to be, but his heart was soft as a dove. He never stopped caring and giving to all who knew him. Ken Bowie was always a fixture at Peanuts Bar, watching football and hockey, or Shanks, where he still liked to bet on the horses. Not many people know, but my dad wasn't just a normal football fan. He was the longest-held season ticket holder in Stampeder history, 75 years. So yes, he was a Stampeder maverick too. At 96, he started a renovation company, which everyone would ask, "Why are you doing that at your age?" He would say, "I need the aggravation of running a business to keep me alive." God knew my dad was not coming home easily or quickly. That was my dad's indomitable and unwavering zest for life. Yes, Ken Bowie was an amazing entrepreneur, philanthropist, talented athlete, baseball player, skier extraordinaire, and an amazing father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Not many people know, but my dad was also an amazing secret artist. He painted 7 outstanding paintings that hung in our house for over 50 years, and yet he never spoke of them. My dad was lucky enough to find love again, as he enjoyed and cherished his partner Sally for over 25 years. They spent almost every summer at their fifth wheel, enjoying nature and his beloved trained squirrels. He really believed he trained them. My dad went out a true fighter, kicking and screaming for more right up until his last moments. He always said he couldn't sleep because he was afraid he would miss one moment of this glorious life. When I would ask every day, "Dad, did you sleep okay?" he would get mad and say, "I can rest when I'm dead." So rest now, Dad, and reflect on the glorious journey you were blessed to live. You left a long trail of broken hearts on this sad day, as we will all miss you so. But you're also leaving a legacy of inspiration and undying hope to all who are lucky enough to be touched by your precious soul. Tell God, his mighty maverick has finally come home.
If happy